Mykelti reveals how her mom felt when she first got married and where they stand with her with the whole situation.
Wow.
But it's Mary.
And Amma.
And we invite you guys to like,
Share,
subscribe,
and comment.
and do not forget to subscribe to our Patreon, you guys, because Mykelti revealed that when she first got married to Tony, you know, obviously Christine was not on board and everything, stuff like that. And we do remember that Mykelti had basically was pushing that she get married like very fast. Like Maddie was getting married and stuff like that. And she wanted to also get married at her time and everything, stuff like that. And you know,
and
she said
was pretty young, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was in her teens.
18 or 19?
I think she was 19. I think she was 19. By the time, you know, her mom said she just did not understand why she just had to get married during Maddie. Because I just felt like it was just very, at the time I remember thinking that Mykelti was being very selfish and trying to have her wedding first and all this stuff because it was Maddie's, and then she just come out the woodworks. Oh, I'm getting engaged and I'm married and I'm going to get married right away and all this stuff and everything. So they had to really insist that she push back her wedding and stuff like that.
Okay.
I know one of our subscribers had made a comment that, well, it seemed like they were very accepting of Maddie and Caleb versus Tony. Tony was a stranger. Nobody knew her.
Stranger. Caleb was not a stranger.
He was a family friend.
No, Tony is actually, remember Caleb is the brother of the widow of Cody's brother.
Right.
Remember Cody's brother died?
Yeah.
His widow is Caleb's sister.
Yeah.
So that's how they knew him. And Maddie apparently had a crush on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had been around their family and stuff like that. Tony was a stranger.
Yeah.
And
Tony,
also,
he came into her
he
life when she
also was a stranger. Not just is he a stranger, but culturally also he's a stranger because he's Spanish, right?
And then also the thing is on
and
top
so
of that.
to them, it's like you think about that. That's like with anybody, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, this is different. It takes kind of getting used to. You need to get to know your family.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Who are your people?
And then also, I do feel like the thing is, Tony came in a point in Mykelti's life where she was kind of down. Like she had left college, and she was supposed to go to the pawn shop to get herself together and try to gather herself to come back to go to college and go on her with her life. And it's like all of a sudden she meets this guy at the pawn shop, and now he's trying to wife her up and all this stuff.
Forgot about her dreams of being a fashion designer.
Right. So I feel like that's why that whole entire thing happened and stuff. So that's why they were more reluctant with Tony than they were with Caleb. Yeah. Maddie had kind of already gone to college. She had kind of done some things already and stuff like that. I don't know if she finished or not. But also this was somebody she had a crush on for a while and stuff like that, and they knew him. Yeah. So that's why I think that's why it was kind of like more not as accepting of Mykelti versus Maddie. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then it was kind of like you came in and you were just trying to rush and bombard it, and then Tony making, well, someone said it was a joke, but like, why don't you put your house on mortgage? I remember that being him saying it seriously. I don't remember that as a joke though. But yeah, so it was all those things.
And then it also depends on the family that you're around too. Right. Maybe like in his community, this is how they joke or whatever. So that's the other thing too. But even that is, it's not very funny.
Yeah. But yeah, but she did say that recently her and her mom, they did have a conversation about the whole wedding thing, stuff like that. And she said, back in the day, I didn't understand why you just wanted to marry Tony, but I do understand it now, because now that I am in love, I just wanted to marry David. I just wanted to be with him, and I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to waste time, so that's why. So she said, even looking back now, she's kind of like, well, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or maybe I shouldn't have done that, or whatever.
But that's your child, and Maddie will understand more when she has her, well, she does have her child. Not Maddie, but Mykelti.
When her child goes and gets married, she will understand it then.
And I don't think that, you want to get married because you've met your soulmate or anything like that. I don't think so. I mean, I remember me wanting to get married. Mine was an arranged marriage. I've said that before. But I just wanted to get married. It was like, I feel like this is the time and I'm ready to get married. And I was crying to my mom as soon as it looked as though she wanted to say, why don't you just wait a little bit? You met him. When was this? ooh, and you guys want to get married in 4 weeks? You just met him. And you want to get married in 4 weeks? Actually, it was going to be in 2 months.
Okay, yeah.
But then we moved it up by a month.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because he was ready. Oh, I gotta get married. We gotta get married. But yeah. So it doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, when I got married, I wasn't in love, right? Because I did not know the person. But
Yeah.
I was certainly in like, a lot
Yeah.
of like, and it's like you want to be together. You're like, let's just go ahead.
Yeah.
So you know,
But I'm glad they had a conversation. I thought it
Yeah.
was interesting.
probably
but-
there has been some hurt feelings there.
especially with
because-
all the stuff that Mykelti's strumming up and stuff like that.
Well, also
you know.
the thing is too. Remember, Janelle's kids are very close to Christy.
Right.
So Mykelti may have felt maybe a things of betrayal, like you are my mom,
Yeah.
and why are you like so excited about Maddie, but you're not excited about me?
That she did say that. She stated that and
Right.
stuff like that. But I mean, this was a stranger. Like
A
you're supposed to go.
stranger.
I sent you to that pawn shop to get
Yeah.
your S together. Like not to go get married to some
Like
random.
somebody
You know what I'm
to
saying?
get married to them, you know. Yeah, and then also too, it's like, yeah, I mean, Matt, and then the other thing, Mykelti, even she said so. She was kind of like a rebel,
Mm-hmm.
right? So she kind of made decisions like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's kind of like, okay, are you serious about this? Have you really thought about it? So they kind of question her a little more.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas Maddie, this is seemed a little more steady,
Yeah.
or maybe a little more mature than Mykelti.
Yeah.
Because I remember Aspen even saying, like, when she lived with Mykelti, it was like having to be a parent to Mykelti. Even though they're not, it's not that big an age difference, I
Right.
don't think. But, so Mykelti wasn't as mature, I guess.
Yeah.
And so Maddie was more mature than Mykelti. And so it's just the dynamic. But I'm happy they talked about it.
Yeah. But it's Mary.
And Amma.
We want you guys to like
Subscribe.
and comment down below.
Bye.
Bye.